have more heights to climb, more horizons to chase.
We believe in our team. We can do this. Yeah, let's go, girls.
Let's shock the world. We can do anything. Let's get this done.
Today, they carry their flag with hopes to plant it on the game's highest peak. They are ready to fly at the NFL Flag Football Championships.
From Canton, Ohio and Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, this is the 2024 NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota. It is Championship Sunday as we zoom into the final four teams. A pair of legends, the Loudon legends, the Lockdown legends from Sterling, Virginia, and from Tennessee, representing the Steelers and the Titans, respectively. Two of the four teams remaining in the boys 15 and under race for a title. Later today at noon on ESPN, we'll see Metro select in Tucson Turf, and a champion will be crowned 3 o'clock this afternoon on ABC. And with that, we welcome you to Canton, Ohio, as we cap off what's been an amazing week. Tom Hart alongside a couple of legends, myself, three-time Super Bowl champ Teddy Broski, and Phoebe Schechter, who's not only the NFL Global Flag Ambassador, but also a player for Team Great Britain as their center. Phoebe, what an incredible week that's been. We've had over 280 teams playing, not just on this field, but behind us, and the energy has been just amazing.
Oh, the atmosphere here, just like you said, has been unbelievable. I mean, age groups from 8U all the way through to 18U. This kind of family of flag football has been incredible. The activities, I mean, these are moments that these kids are never going to forget.
Yeah, and what I've seen, all I know the last few days is outstanding football players, period. Making plays all over the field, the quarterbacks, the rushers, the receivers. You are going to see the four best boys 15 and under flag football teams across the country competing for the NFL Flag National Championship. A championship is on the line. Rings are on the line. Trophies are on the line. I'm ready to go.
Teddy's fired up, but we've had a chance to watch these teams all weekend. Now let's give you the opportunity to meet them, starting with the Loudon legends.
We're the Loudon legends from Sterling, Virginia, and we're out here repping the
Steelers.
We may be the youngest team out here, but we're the most selfless.
We always play for each other, and we play as one team.
We know what we bring to the team, and we trust our teammates. We have to prove that we can be out here being the youngest. Doubters out there, I mean, they can see for themselves. We the best out here, and we're gonna prove that.
And for the Steelers team, Julian Marza may just be the best. He's averaging nearly 13 yards per completion.
Yeah, and they proved it yesterday how good they are, especially Julian Marza. Idolizes Lamar Jackson. Very methodical quarterback. Has a little bit of mobility to escape the rush, but he'll hit those short passes with very much accuracy. Very accurate passer, too. Can't wait to see him play.
That's one team of legends. Let's meet the other, the Lockdown legends.
What's going on, guys? We're the Lockdown legends from Nolensville, Tennessee, and we're here representing the Titans. One thing about us is we got grit. We're tough as nails, and we're here to win. Yeah! Grit means that we're willing to do anything to win, and we're not going to step down for nobody.
Dickerson end zone caught, and the legends advance.
We're just a bunch of boys out here having some fun.
And they're led by their quarterback, Peyton Dickerson, who's not just leading bracket play in touchdown passes, but Phoebe, he's a two-way star. He's also leading bracket play in sacks.
Yeah, he's been incredible. Look, in flag football, your quarterback and your rusher on defense are two of your most important and athletic players. He's had 5 sacks in bracket play. No one else has had more than 2. He's been incredible, and he's got such a great touch on the football, throwing to that wonderful trio of receivers he's got.
Should be a great matchup today. We got more to learn about these teams. It's the Steelers versus the Titans. It is our first boys 15 and under semifinal of the day. Later, we will crown a champion. When we return, Stormy Bonatoni will introduce you the heart and soul of this Steelers team. Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium is the site. We've got the Loudon Legends and the Lockdown Legends. For more on this team that's representing the Steelers, let's go down to the field. Good morning, Stormy Bonatoni.
Good morning, Tom. And it was great getting to know the Loudon Legends coaching staff this week. And it was clear talking to them how much they love their team, but said it was the addition of Kingston Tate that really brought them to the next level. Called him the missing piece and an eraser in this defensive backfield. You'll see it today. He's got elite speed getting sideline to sideline. The two teams they played in bracket play had some amazing athletes, 6'2", 6'4" in height, and he shut them down. But it's not just defense for this guy either. He's also a home run threat as a wide receiver. Just 2 catches yesterday, the 66 yards and a touchdown. Seeing him in pregame, he wants more and expects more today.
So keep your eye on number 7 for this team representing the Steelers, which is 4-1, and they've got 2 wins in 1 possession games. Here's a reminder of NFL flag rules. This is 5 versus 5. It goes quickly, 2 12-minute halves featuring a running clock on this 50-yard field with 10-yard end zones. You get 4 downs to get to midfield and pick up a first down, and then 3 downs to punch it in the end zone, and you have the option of going for 1 or 2 if you score. And Phoebe, we talk about pace of play in this. In terms of how many possessions you can expect, it's a lot different than what maybe viewers are used to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in each half, you're looking at a team to have around 3 possessions. And if you're thinking you might be tied going into the half, what really matters is the second half of the game, where ultimately it comes down to who has the football last.
And clock management in that regard?
Clock management. Let's say you're ahead. You can start to run the clock because this is a running clock. Each team has 3 timeouts, and they will carry over from the first half to the second. But that is all you have. So you are constantly in the kind of catch-up. If you're not ahead, you're looking for defense to step up bigly.
Peyton Dickerson is the quarterback for this Titans team. His favorite player is Keon Coleman.
You see him, how he can move, Tom. I mean, this guy loves finding his receivers. Macias had 4 TDs yesterday. He does a great job of scrambling. Phoebe talked about his athletic ability. You'll see him extend plays and hit throws down the field.
On the other side, Anthony Rosa, 15-year-old out of Leesburg, Virginia, rising 10th grader.
Great rusher, got a safety early yesterday versus the Jaguars elite. Such a difference maker.
Titans won the toss. They've elected to take the ball to start the game, starting at their own 5-yard line. R.C. Davis has been his favorite receiver. The first pass though goes Noah Petrungar, and he is able to pick up 10 on first down. Phoebe, staying on schedule a lot of times a flag means 7 yards per play?
Yeah, you're looking around 7 yards. You have to think you're starting on your own 5-yard line. You've got 20 to get to the half. So about 7 yards is really key to be able to get there. And I like what they're doing here now. They're just hitching all the way down the field, testing out what that defense is going to do.
Just making sure they get that new set of downs, right, Phoebe? Once you cross that line.
Absolutely.
Lewis Rossi is their head coach. Kevin Macias with the catch. 2 for 2 start, make it 3 for 3. They're spreading around, going back to Noah for his second grab. And past midfield is a first down.
They'll be really happy with that positioning. You saw 3rd down, they were about 2 yards short, and then they had an extra down. So now, looking where they are, 3 downs to be able to get in the end zone here.
1st and goal. Dickerson connects. And a rip right at the 10-yard line. That's R.C. Davis celebrating his 15th birthday today.
Yeah, we talked about the difference maker that Anthony Rosa is as a rusher, but if they're getting rid of it this quick, the rusher is really irrelevant.
R.C. on the right side of the formation. Dickerson goes underneath, and it's incomplete, just a hair behind Noah Petrungar.
A little bit of an adjustment by Rosa there. It's like, okay, if I can't get to you, I'm going to jump and try to get my hand up for ball disruption.
Absolutely, and that's what you'll see with rushers. They're going to have different techniques here, either hands up trying to block the quarterback or just coming in quick with that speed.
3rd and goal. Back across his body to R.C. for the catch and the score. R.C. Davis with the touchdown. He had 3 in the quarterfinals, and he gets it started as they cash in their first possession.
You can't hope for a better drive here, guys, and just methodically down the field. This is, I mean, I could draw the play, but that's not really the play. That's Dickerson rolling out to his right, throwing back to his left. Spectacular throw.
The go for 1 from the 5, sidearm into the end zone, and the score, Ezra Golan. Easy E, and that was an easy first drive. Dickerson 5 of 6.
It's really hard when you get this close to your end zone. It gets so congested in there, so you're looking for those kind of pick routes, or ideally you're looking to get to either the front pylons or the back pylons in flag football.
So much pressure on those conversions, too, to get that 1-point conversion to make it 7 points. Huge.
So Julia Marza comes out to run this offense. She's got to keep a close eye on Dickerson, the rusher. Leads bracket play in sacks. They're going to run it on first down. Phoebe, we don't see much of the run game. Interesting choice on first down.
Yeah, and it's a really interesting way to start the game as well. Although you might be trying to pull the defense up, show them a couple tricks in your bag, because keep in mind, when you hand off the ball, it kills the 7-second clock that a quarterback has.
Marza's favorite player is Lamar Jackson. He's had a wonderful tournament thus far. Here comes Dickerson rushing from 7 yards out, and they complete it to the 11. Brent Royster is the head coach of this Steelers team, the Loudon Legends. Great visit with the coaching staff and the players yesterday after their quarterfinal win.
Yeah, really talked about their team's mentality. Not too high, not too low. Big conversion here. You got to get across that midfield line.
And incomplete. Leaves them 4th down, and the choice is to go for it or punt it away. There is no kicking, so the punt would then place the ball at the opposite 5-yard line, and they don't want to surrender field position here, but an empty possession for the Steelers.
Yeah, I'd say easy decision there, Phoebe, right? I mean, unless you're, what do you think, 5 yards and in, you're not going for it on 4th.
Absolutely, and you've got to protect yourselves a little bit here. We talk about how in flag it's so key to be able to score every drive, while alternatively, don't put yourself in bad field position and start thinking about the clock here.
Dickerson takes a handoff and then puts it in the air. And a great run and a spin to take a pass for a first down.
Gavin Macias right there. You get the ball in the hand of your 2 best players. Snap it to Macias, hand it off to Dickerson. He has the run pass option, then gives it to Macias in the flat. This is the creativity you can show in flag football.
Macias takes the snap again. Dickerson to throw, and it's batted down. Huge stop on first down.
I mean, that's a brilliant play. We have seen the rusher slowing down, kind of playing that game with Dickerson, because once that ball is handed off, then you are eligible to run. So he's trying to keep all of the trouble in front of him.
2nd and goal from the 20-yard line on this 50-yard field. Dickerson has all day, and he's able to fit it in for a touchdown. Plenty of time, and it's a 2-score lead for the Lockdown Legends.
Yeah, you see here Dickerson is, the rusher is Rosa is trying to distract him and get some ball disruption, but he's a 6'1" player that's able to stand tall, deliver the ball over the rush.
They'll go for 1 again to try and build a 14-0 lead. Dickerson into the end zone, incomplete. R.C. Davis couldn't quite squeeze it, just a hair behind him. It is a 13-0 lead for the Lockdown Legends. Peyton Dickerson is off to a hot start, 7 of 9 passing, and they've scored on each of their first 2 possessions.
Lock down, baby, lock down.
The NFL's Back Together weekend is happening again next Saturday with all 32 NFL teams practicing at their training camp sites. The NFL Live crew will have coverage from every single one of them, 9 a.m. to noon on ESPN, 2 to 4 on ABC. Back Together weekend is also available on the ESPN app and NFL Network. Stormy, you're down on the field. It looks like a lot of fun for this Titans team so far.
Yes, the vibes have been high for the Lockdown Legends. And actually, during that break, Peyton Dickerson, quarterback, came over to me and just said, I am having so much fun. This tournament's been awesome. And I think this is the funnest team I've ever been a part of. So they're really enjoying themselves. And up 13-0, it's hard not to be feeling good.
No doubt about it. He also plays tackle football in high school, and they've started play. So he had to text his coach and say, if you miss me, turn on ESPN. Completion on first down and good hips to turn it into a nice gain.
Yeah, Dickerson leads the mentality of the Titans to just loose, have fun. That's who they are. But also on the other side for the Steelers, I mean, it's important that there's no panic. Get a good drive, come on down this field and get a score, and then it's a new game.
Omar Almada with the catch on first down, pumped to the left and incomplete to the right side.
See, that's what I saw yesterday against Jaguars elite from Marza. The use of the pump fake, trying to move the defense, that sort of settles him down a little bit, makes the rusher sort of stutter also. Let's see if he continues.
Third down and mid to go. At what point in this scenario do you consider going for it on fourth down?
I think you want to be around either the 5-yard or in. You think of it like an extra point in that situation, too.
A handoff back to the quarterback. Can run or throw, and wide open on the throwback in a beautifully designed play. Kabir Rajpal with the first down catch and run.
I mean, that's the danger of having a quarterback who hands it off. You don't know if they're going to throw it, run it. It just slows that defense and rush down.
Yeah, certainly negated the blitzing ability of Peyton Dickerson. And across midfield for the first time in this game. Kabir Rajpal, favorite team is the Chiefs. Just not on the same page on that attempt to the perimeter. Second down coming. Stormy talked about it. Kingston Tate, the intended receiver, joined the team in January.
He's gonna have to wait till halftime.
Yeah, we'll see if they can find him here down in the red area, closer to the end zone. Nice tall target for your quarterback.
There wasn't a heck of a lot of practice for this team. They said pool play was their practice, and Rajpal hauls it in. 11-yard strike to Kabir.
Rajpal coming right here down the seam, but you see how the center will hook up here to distract the middle defense. Just attacks the middle zone. High-low concept. Great throw, great catch.
Steelers will go for one.
So this is exactly what we're talking about, guys. The mentality of the Steelers, especially Marza at quarterback. Relax. Look at him. Went over there, get on the same page with his wide receiver. Let's run the play, see if we can get the point after.
Looking for Tate, well covered.
There.
And behind him, just off the hands of Omar Almada. Plenty of options on that one.
Had him in the corner. Go ahead, Phoebes.
It's always hard this part of the end zone as well. Do you go into a man defense where you like those matchups, or do you play some sort of zone where you're protecting the pylons? It's a big decision to make, and you have to be confident in that as a defense.
3.5 to play in the first half. Dickerson on the run. And completes it for a gain of 10 on first down. Noah Petrunger with the catch. He's had a couple in this game. In fact, he's your leading receiver right now. 4 grabs for 42 yards on a 50-yard field. That's a good first half. Into coverage and nearly picked.
We got a flag on the field.
Tom Lenave, our white hat.
Impeding the rusher. Offense. 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Loss of down. It's third down.
Impeding the rusher. When you're watching the rusher and the center here, when the center releases, the rusher has a direct line to where the quarterback is. However, the center pushed the rusher off the line.
Down the sideline. And Caught will leave just 5 yards to gain for the first down.
So we're inside that 5-yard zone now. This is no run zone.
They're going to go for it. 4th and mid.
Big down.
With that penalty, they lost it down a couple plays ago. Dickerson connects. Macias loses his footing, but he had picked up the first down.
A lot of times in this area of the field, you're looking for those hitches, comebacks over the midline, and some sort of crossing route. That's always a nice way. You want your receivers to be on the move, get the ball in their hands so they can make some sort of evasive flag move.
So fresh set of downs. You only get 3 downs to score once you cross midfield. Bad snap, and that is down where it hits the turf. Well, we haven't seen this Titans team.
So that ball, so that ball will be dead where it lands, Phoebe?
It will be, yes. And that's one of the hard things, right? Your center is an eligible receiver, so it puts a little bit more pressure on them to get that nice connection point with the quarterback and then go out and run your route, especially when you know you might have a deep play or a crossing route where you're trying to be aware of where the rusher is and where the receivers align.
Big miscue there because we're looking at 2nd and goal. You only get 3 downs here to score.
Dickerson trying to get some of that yardage back. Goes underneath. And Petrunger got has his 5th catch.
The defense are doing a nice job of not allowing any of those yards after catch. It's really important in flag. You've got to be able to go in, come under control, 2 hands on pulling a flag, just to guarantee your chance of getting one of them.
Yeah, what you're guaranteeing here now is a shot to the end zone. And they want to take their time, of course, because with this running clock here, you don't want to leave too much time for the Steelers when they have the ball.
Clock does not change, not stop, on change of possession. Dickerson will lob it to the end zone, into coverage, and it's caught. R.C. Davis. Touchdown Titans. They have scored on every possession. That one goes for 24.
So why Dickerson have so much time? Because of the hard count, the rusher jumps, and when the rusher jumps or moves, he now cannot rush anymore. So the quarterback knows I can just sit back there the entire time, all that 7 seconds, and deliver the football.
They'll go for 1 here. Dickerson back of the end zone, incomplete. 12 of 15, 149 yards and 3 touchdowns. Phoebe, the sack didn't seem to hurt him after that fumble.
It didn't, and that ability to come back, I mean, it goes to speak to their resilience. But looking at that touchdown, most other teams might have done some sort of handoff to kind of kill the clock. But like you said there, Teddy, there was no rush, so it gave him lots of time.
It's a 19-6 lead, and Stormy is hanging out with the birthday boy, R.C. Davis, with 2 touchdowns.
RC, did the birthday energy give you any more ups when you were making that grab in the end zone?
Yes, of course. It got me so excited. I mean, to be here on my birthday, it's a special occasion. I mean, it's great coming out and play with my boys. We grew up together playing flag, and now we're here at the championship. It feels great.
You talk about playing together for such a long time. You guys have been the highest scoring offense throughout bracket play. What's allowed you to move the ball so efficiently game in and game out?
I mean, it's our quarterback, how our play calls are going. I mean, we play so together. If our routes aren't it, we audible them, and our quarterback knows exactly what we're doing because we played so long together. We know exactly what we're doing.
Thanks, RC. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
R.C. Davis,
happy birthday, R.C.
2 touchdown catches, and the lockdown legends representing the Titans have a 19-6 lead with touchdowns on every possession of this first half. More coverage from Canton after this.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Do you have what it takes?
Stop moment, we got this!
Flag football is about vision, determination, and the drive to succeed.
Yeah, let's go, girls!
1, 2, 3, go!
See the field. See your future. Because vision is what sets champions apart. Focus on your goals and aim for greatness.
Welcome back to the 2024 NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota from Canton, Ohio, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. What a start for this Titans team. Welcome, everybody. Tom Hart, Teddy Bruschi, and Phoebe Schechter. And Phoebe, that puts a lot of pressure on the Steelers, who are getting the ball to start the second half, but trailing 19-6.
Yeah, it's going to be really key. They have to come out and score on this first drive, because otherwise you have to start looking at that numbers game. Remember, 28-0 would be a mercy rule, and they need to be able to get more points on the board. So for the Steelers, they've gotten that opportunity to get the kinks out in there, so you're looking for those completions and that nice methodical movement.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Titans have scored on 5 straight possessions going back to the previous game. They're on fire.
Can't be stopped. Can't be stopped. You know, Macias and also Dickerson, I mean, those guys, the way they move the football, they've been one of the best teams in the tournament. I told you, these are the 4 best teams in the country. They're showing out today.
Winner of this one then advances to the championship game this afternoon on ABC. We've got one more semifinal coming later, right at noon on ESPN. Dickerson his rushing has been nullified a little bit so far. We haven't seen a sack yet.
Right, it's coming. It's inevitable, all right? I call him Thanos, all right? Avengers. He's inevitable. He'll come, and he'll always be a factor rushing the passer.
Ready to start the second half. Steelers get the football. Jalen Marza, 4 completions in the first half for 51 yards. And just wide, trying to get it to Raj Paul.
So you're watching now. Anybody who is lined up at 7 yards or deeper are eligible rushers. So you don't have to raise your hand, anything like that. You are eligible. So as soon as that ball was gone, they are able to run.
Good move. Pick up some positive yardage and a miss on the first flag attempt.
Yeah, that'll help Marza just settle in just a little bit, get him running. Nice little pump fake, let him get out there in space.
How about that spin move and the change of elevation?
That's exactly what you want to have. You want to be able to make it hard on a defender to pull your flags. They are not easy. I know you guys have played around with them a little bit. That satisfying pop noise they have as well.
So now 3rd and 3.
Peyton. Go in for Casey.
Got 4 downs to pick up the first down. Marza shovels it forward. They pick up the first down just a yard past the line.
Big play.
Big play, and the defense are going to be so happy with that spot. That's exactly where you want them, because you want to force them to have to work that whole second half of the field.
It's about the worst place you can pick up the first down, right? You can't get much closer to the line. Dickerson returns, see if he has a chance to get to Julian Marza. He's the bracket play sack leader coming into today. Out to Raj Paul again.
And this is what this offense has been when they're at their best for the Steelers. Short passes. You see how that affected the rusher. Just a little handoff gives them half a second more. Throw it to your player in the flat. Nice little gain.
Brent Royster is the head coach on second down. Connects with Omar Almada. And that brings up 3rd down, which is essentially 4th down.
This is a huge play for them here. I mean, look, they're just over the 4-yard line. I mean, you have to almost guarantee you're going to get this in here to give yourself a chance. Otherwise, the Titans could get away with this.
If they fail to convert, it'll be a turnover on downs. 25-second play clock. It's down to single digits. Wide open. What a play design. And Omar Almada with the touchdown catch.
And Phoebe, you know the importance of a center, okay? Because Omar Almada's made some big plays in this drive. Sometimes you get lost snapping the football.
Absolutely, and what happens here too is when you have the rusher, a lot of times the center is told to replace where the rusher came from because you've got this vacant void that needs filling.
They'll go for one from the 5-yard line. And what a catch after the initial bobble, hauled in by Grayson Todd. His first catch of the game, and Loudon Legends representing the Steelers aren't going anywhere.
Great catch by Grayson Todd right there. Just concentrate on a bobble. On the ref cam right here, so much pressure here, guys, on these kids. Seeing them make these plays, great play by Todd.
Peyton Dickerson at quarterback for the Titans, and a beautiful stretching catch made to take it up the sideline on first down by Noah Petrunger.
Beautiful catch by him, and as a defender, you're taught you want to have one hand on the flag and then try and break it up with the other hand. That way, if you miss, at least you've got the flag to pull.
How about the arm angle by Dickerson there? Rusher in his face, Tom, still just sort of flicks it sidearm.
Phoebe, 2nd and 3. Do you take a deep shot here?
Absolutely. I mean, you got to think you've got 3 attempts here, and ultimately, this is a great opportunity for Dickerson to show off that arm strength that he's been enjoying so much.
R.C. Davis has been his main deep threat. Ball tipped and falls incomplete. 3rd and 3.
I mean, you still have the opportunity here if you wanted to take a deep shot. I mean, but they've been doing a nice job of just kind of methodically moving downfield. They don't seem like they want to do anything too fancy.
Almost a 2-down mentality here, but oh man, you playing cushion like that.
And that results in an easy first down for R.C. Davis.
Yeah, that's stealing. That's too easy for R.C. right there. He's made that catch 1,000 times. Just go cross the midfield line, hook up, get a few yards after the catch, and here we go.
And from
3 downs for a touchdown.
And a clock management standpoint, a score on this possession, and the Titans are sitting pretty. Lobbed into the end zone for the score. Gavin Macias, with the touchdown. And the Titans add another one on a 14-yard strike.
Macias is a touchdown machine. Sorry about that, Tom. I'm just so excited for this kid. Julian Edelman's his favorite player right there. You see, and he's just going to run a little post route. The quarterback, Dickerson, little pump fake across the field. Defender with the left side leverage can't make it up.
Going for one and grabbed in the end zone. Evan Macias and Peyton Dickerson getting it done. Dickerson 194 yards and 4 touchdowns through the air. Macias taking advantage. And the Titans with a secure grip on this first semifinal. Welcome to NFL Flag. In this game, there's a position for everyone. And now that flag football is part of the Los Angeles 2028 Olympic Games, join the movement. Get playing today by visiting NFLflag.com to find a league near you. Bad Rabbits and the Apex Predators, Chargers, Raiders getting ready to go in our first 18 and under girls semifinal as soon as we finish here. Jalen Marza shuffles in the backfield, eludes Dickerson and takes off. There is a flag down, and he rushes past midfield for a first down.
Holding on the defense, that penalty would decline. We'll take the result of the play.
So holding is when you go to grab the flag and perhaps you grab the shorts or the shirt. Now it is subjective in some ways in how quickly you release the flag or whatever item you're grabbing in that situation. This is a big penalty for him.
Marza averaging 20 yards a rush, gives him a first down, and now he sends it to the sideline, and that'll set him up with a 1st and goal. He's in, touchdown. Thought he was out at the 1, but it's a score from 22 yards out. 2 plays for the score.
Yeah, scissor concept on the offensive right there. Nice throw to the corner. Marza just a couple runs to settle him down a little bit there, Phoebe, and all of a sudden he's becoming very accurate again.
Exactly. And remember, it's where the ball is, not the flag where it's pulled.
Good job, Kabir Rajpal, to get it over the goal line.
There's
and
Kingston.
a scoring strike to Kingston Tate for the conversion. And we've got a 1-possession game with the clock rolling at 5:25.
You know, this is Loudoun. I mean, what they've done, they've had 2 wins in this tournament that have been won by 1 possession. So they're used to this. They're used to this pressure. Coach has got their mentality right where they need to be.
Ball back in the hands of Peyton Dickerson and this Titans team. 5 minutes to play. They will run it on first down. And Gavin Macias able to pick up 10.
The thought process here is if you can go down the field and score whilst using every second of the clock, right? You'll see the head ref there, he's going to start counting with his hands. They'll probably be trying to take it down as low as possible. You have a 25-second play clock when it comes to spotting the ball.
Yeah, he likes Julian Edelman and the coaches. Hey, let's use him like Julian Edelman, really. I remember the Patriots handing Jules the ball off so many times, hitting him on deep balls, short routes. That's Gavin Macias today.
Play clock was at 3 when the snap occurred. Dickerson flips it out to R.C. Davis. Davis had a huge first half with a couple of touchdowns.
That's a great flagpole right there, isn't it?
Oh, it is beautiful. The flag is so hard to grab as well. You really got to appreciate the athleticism, the angles that these athletes have to make in order to grab those flags.
And
6th catch of the game for Davis.
And these kids are moving their hips, they're spinning, they're dipping, they're jumping. As someone that's mainly played tackle, I don't know if I can do this sport. That's extremely difficult.
That pass rush.
Oh, can't rush now.
On 3rd down. Directing traffic, and R.C. Davis with the leaping catch for the first down. Now 3.5 minutes to play.
So, Phoebe, I hear the official counting. So what is that?
Absolutely. So what he's counting is for the quarterback. He wants to make sure that he knows, hey, you've only got 7 seconds left, 6 seconds left. And then when he starts again, once the quarterback receives the ball, they only have 7 seconds to release the football. Sometimes it's harder when there's no rush. I know that wasn't intentional. We saw the rusher go on that hard count. But it is almost harder because now you've got more space and smaller windows to have to throw into.
It's an infraction we haven't seen the entire weekend. A quarterback failed to get it off in less than 7.
Right.
Dickerson off the play action. Leaves it incomplete and leaves 2nd and goal.
So in flag football, there is no such thing as intentional grounding. There's no fumbles. There's no stripping. So they're able to throw it away.
Steelers use a timeout, yet just has to get past the line of scrimmage.
Boys, come on.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
They don't have that running back.
All right, hey, go.
No, they go up and down on quarters. Remember we watched it. They go up and down.
We didn't play quarters.
In the previous game they
So
played.
what else can we do?
I think soft man or base. Base and.
They do too many calls.
Okay, what do you guys want to play? What do you feel comfortable? Stay in man. You're fine.
When you're facing an elite offense, Teddy, sometimes you go to the sideline. You're just searching for answers.
Yeah, and
so
you
where do
get
they
the
go?
input of your players. Looks like they were comfortable playing man, but Coach also said that's when they got beat by the scissors concept last time.
Need a stop on 2nd and goal. R.C. Davis extends it and set him up. 3rd and goal from the 5. Another timeout taken. Stop the clock with 2:35 to play.
Keep in mind, the Loudoun Legends are one of the smallest teams in terms of roster that we've had here, so these kids are also playing both ways.
Same press, but don't grab, don't pull, don't shoot.
Watch the ball.
This is knowing your downs, though, knowing how many timeouts the other side has, because Loudoun only has one timeout left here. They can only stop the clock one more time. Now, the clock runs. Touchdown, penalty, anything, so that is so valuable. Big play here.
Let the blitzer.
3rd and goal. Dickerson on the scramble. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Titans with the strike to Gavin Macias, his 2nd of the game.
Yes. Who do you go to? You go to Macias, but definitely what you need here is a little bit of time to come here, but then Macias will find it and then get out to the sideline here at the end zone. There it is. Stays alive for his quarterback, on the same page. These kids talk about all the time how much they hang out. This is family. That's chemistry right there, especially when you don't practice too much, just knowing where your receiver's going to be and the receiver knowing where to go.
Running clock. The Lockdown Legends will use as much of it as they can. And they've got the Loudoun Legends up against it. On a conversion, going for 1. Ball's incomplete.
Yeah, it's interesting. Even on this, you don't even have the best spacing. You've got a little pivot route and a 5 and out behind it. You could have done a bit better spacing, but that's the threat that Dickerson has. He is able to be athletic and find his receiver on the run like that.
How valuable a quarterback is with that can scramble in this game.
Chase.
It's hard, that part of the field, too. When you're in a man defense, you're looking at those pick routes. You're just looking to out-leverage each other. It's tricky.
Just take a rest.
It is
Got this, man. Got this. Thank you.
7 straight possessions with a score for this Titans team. Timeout was used by the Loudoun Legends, their final one, stopping
great
the
point
clock.
there, Tom. Yeah, that's what we got to illustrate here. You have to use your timeout in this format, even after a touchdown and a change of possession. Makes it tough to come back after 2 scores, but still, we'll see what the Steelers can do.
Julian Mars is a quarterback. Pump fake got Dickerson in the air. And he fires incomplete.
It's hard. The clock is rolling. You've got to get set quickly, but the officials are also taught to not rush anything. You've got to stay at the same pace throughout the game. But this is hard because now you've got to make it second to the midline. You've got to get some completions here, and they're playing a 2-2.
Casey Huffman now pressuring. Over the middle and caught for the first down. Fantastic grab by Omar Almada.
Yeah, Phoebe, I recognized it too. Talk about it a little bit because it almost looked like a box.
That's exactly what we call it in flag. You call it a box defense, but that means that seam up the middle, that center is left alone a lot of times.
See if they find it again. Over the middle again, but incomplete. Clock running, 50 seconds remaining.
Through the hands of Rajpal there.
Your 2-2 is probably the most common you'll see in flag. You might get a little bit of a combination or some sort of rolling of the different defenses, but because you've got your rusher, it changes things.
Julian Marza on the move. And what the Titans have done on this last possession is they've subbed in their rusher using Casey Huffman a lot. He's a 14-year-old from Nolensville, Tennessee. And they're giving Dickerson a chance to get some rest.
Yeah, Coach Rossi talked about that yesterday. Even during, you want to get your quarterback and rusher a little bit of rest.
Intercepted in the end zone, and that will seal it for the Titans. In a celebration, Noah Petrunger has been fantastic offensively, and now a big pick to lock it down.
Just see how spectacular this team is with Dickerson leading them. I mean, Gavin Macias making plays all over the place. And then this defense, the way they affected Marza and this Loudon offense, moving on to the championship game. Lockdown legends, elite.
Dickerson, 5 touchdown passes, got a little bit of rest defensively late in the game. And they'll be playing for an NFL flag championship this afternoon on ABC. So here's what it looks like, a 32-20 win. The highest scoring offense in bracket play continues it. And a big-time matchup coming up, a showdown at high noon to figure out our second finalist. Big game for Gavin Macias. He's with Stormy.
Okay, Gavin, you guys are headed to the championship, but I know it wasn't easy. How hard did this Loudon Legends team make it on you guys?
It was hard. It was a tough game, but we came out here and we wanted to win. And we knew the plays. We knew what they were going to run, so we were out here and we wanted to play.
I know that you and Peyton have been friends for a really long time. How has that translated to your relationship on the field?
I've played with him for a lot of years, flag football, played against him in high school. So we know each other, the chemistry's there, so we on the same page when it's passing and catching.
He told me you're Mr. Automatic, your Waffle House always open 24/7, all the things. What about your game do you think has really stood out this week that's allowed you to have this kind of success?
I train with DG. Shout out to DG. Coach DG is getting me all these routes going and all these concepts. So it comes out on the field and it shows, and I'm very appreciative to him.
When this game was finally over and you realized you guys are going to the title game, what were you thinking?
It felt great. I mean, after all the work, we've come to different tournaments and not made it all the way, but now we're here and we're about to come win the championship. Let's go. Go Titans. Let's go.
Yes. Congratulations. Get after it.
Thank you, man.
So we have one of our finalists set. The team from Nolensville, Tennessee. The Lockdown Legends will be playing for a title today on ABC. More coverage from Canton right after this.
What's it? Say it, say it.
Here, it takes more than just talent to reach the pinnacle.
This is all hands on deck. Call calling out to lost boys and girls.
It takes courage. It takes passion. Let's go, baby! It takes a loyal band of allies. We're here! We're here! And a touch of magic couldn't hurt either.
Tell them who's in charge so they don't forget. What's my name? What's my name?
On this field, young heroes from all realms are welcome to compete for a chance to ascend to glory.
But soon the world will be ours.
With so much at stake, there is no holding back. Expect the unexpected and ready yourself. This is the NFL Flag Football Championship.
Make sure you tune in for the championships later today. We'll have exclusive behind-the-scenes content from Descendants: The Rise of Red, streaming now on Disney+. 18 and under women's semifinal coming your way. Phoebe will be on the call with Mark Jones, RG3, and Chris Budden. We get the Apex Predators against the Bad Rabbits Raiders. What do you expect?
Oh, this is going to be quite the matchup. On both sides, you have these incredible quarterback receiver dynamic duos going on, and they are both some real tactical technicians out there.
Meanwhile, we've got one more boys semifinal coming your way noon on ESPN, the Tucson Turf against the Metro Select. Get us ready for a championship this afternoon on ABC. Been a fun one. We've got a couple more to go before we crown a champion from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio. Don't go anywhere. More coverage coming up in just a moment. 18 and under girls semifinal number 1.
But how can I help you today? Hello, hello, hello.
Niñas, vinimos por esto, venga, vamos a darlo.
dream is taking flight. And these athletes along with it.
Let's start it out down a dirty road.
Flag football has changed my life tremendously.
You don't really get to experience this anywhere else. You have to lock in.
They have more heights to climb, more horizons to chase.
We believe in our team. We can do this. Yeah, let's go, girls!
Let's shock the world. We can do anything. Let's get this done.
Today, they carry their flag with hopes to plant it on the game's highest peak. They are ready to fly at the NFL Flag Football Championships.
Welcome, everyone, to the NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota here on Championship Sunday. As these players from around the country over the last several days have emblazoned their signatures on these football fields. And right here we have come to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium to crown a championship a little bit later today. Some of the emblazoned images throughout the course of the week have left us speechless with some of the skillful play, the interminable effort. And now just 4 remain as we work our way toward the championship game. Let's take a look at the brackets, take some inventory right now. We are down to 2 semifinal matchups today. In the 18 under girls division, Bad Rabbits taking on the Apex Predators in this semifinal. Meanwhile, in the other one, it'll be Staten Island, the favorite, maybe some think, against Sake. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones alongside Robert Griffin, Phoebe Schechter as well, Chris Budden down in the field, joining us in just a few moments. Robert, when you consider the fact that 32 teams began play on Thursday, and that over 250,000 young ladies, 6 to 17, play this burgeoning great sport. We've seen the elite of the elite right here.
Yes, we have, Jonesy, and the reason that we are on this network and they're going to get this big spotlight on ESPN and ABC later today is because these are the best of the best. This sport is growing so fast, and that's why we have NFL Flag Global Ambassador Phoebe Schechter here with us, and she's also the center for Team Great Britain, so she's got a little bit baller in her, too.
I appreciate that, and I mean, look, to be a player myself and then see these young women out here playing, leaving it all on the line, I mean, we couldn't ask for more. And what a better stage here at the Hall of Fame.
In the shadows of greatness, and one of the teams undefeated, the Apex Predators. Let's beat them right now.
We're the Apex Predators, and we're representing the Chargers! And one thing about us is we always play with passion.
Passion means that we care for each other and we give it our all.
I'd say Brooklyn's the most passionate on our team. She's always lifting us up. She always has the most energy on the field at all times, and she's a great teammate.
Yeah, like she said, no matter if we're down or up, we're always going to play with respect, and we really have a love for the game.
Let's take a look at the roster here for the Apex Predators out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Macy Joncic, the youngest player all time on Team USA. She is the catalyst for this squad.
Yes, Mark, she is. She was on fire yesterday, and the Apex Predators have been on the hunt this entire tournament long, but their lioness on offense and on defense is a young woman by the name of Jelani Palmer. She is a two-way player and a star. There you see her knocking down the extra point by Liberty City yesterday to get them to this semifinal, and then also catching the jump pass touchdown from Macy Joncic to send them to this semifinal. Jelani Palmer, they said, has the greatest hands on the team, and you see those numbers right there. She ain't come here to play. She came here to take over.
Yeah, she has been dominant the entire few days here. 152 yards, like you said, 4 touchdowns. Meanwhile, their opponents today, you know, this is a rematch of round and pool play. This is the Bad Rabbits. They have only suffered 1 loss, and it was to these Apex Predators. Let's meet the players from Mexicali, Mexico.
Nosotros somos Bad Rabbits y venimos representando a los Raiders. Y una cosa que nos representa es la actitud.
La
actitud para nosotras es las ganas de ganar y el apoyo en equipo.
Queremos que el mundo sepa que México también tiene talento.
Conejos Malos, the Bad Rabbits. Here's a look at the roster for them. And when you consider the fact that they're ready to avenge that earlier loss, Phoebe, they've got some great weapons to use.
Oh, they absolutely do. And quarterback Camila Yusura has been unbelievable. One of the highest completion rates throughout this tournament within the women's division. I mean, and the way that she has this great ability to stay in the pocket, that little hip flip, she has been picking apart defenses this whole time. I mean, her brother played tackle. She's been unbelievable.
See if they can alleviate some of the earlier nerves that they had in their first meeting against the Apex Predators, perhaps come out victorious. We're going to take a short break. When we come back for this riveting rematch, we'll have Chris Budden with a report on the other side. Stick around. We'll be right back.
What is your call? Tails. Tails is the call. It is ahead. Do you want to be on offense or defense first? Defense. Which direction do you want to head when we come out to start the game? It'll be first down on that 5-yard line, heading to the field side end zone.
Welcome back to Canton, Ohio. The Apex Predators looking to book their spot in the championship game for the 3rd straight year, but the 2 previous, they weren't able to come home with a trophy, finishing in 2nd place those 2 years. Macy Joncic said those memories, they sting. I still have a bad taste in their mouth. We'd like to correct that. They got to get there first, but this is the last time many of these girls will play together. Joncic going over to Florida, where she will be a student and also a member of Team USA, one of the last rides for a lot of these girls together.
Yeah, it's a really tight group, and they really cherish these final moments of being able to win a championship. They actually defeated the Rabbits last time out. First, we're going to take a look at the rules of NFL flag. It's 5-on-5. Teams will have 4 opportunities to make it to midfield and then 3 opportunities to score after that. A touchdown's worth 6. They can go for 1 from 5 yards out or 2 for 10, and all drives begin at the team's own 5-yard lines. The Chargers will have the football first here, as the Rabbits won the toss, deferring to the second half. So it'll be first down and midfield to go for Macy Joncic, and the Chargers. She said that they didn't play their game the first time around against this squad, and she feels there's a lot of improvement there. They left a lot of meat on the bone.
And Mark, you will see that between Macy Joncic and Jelani Palmer, they have that Mahomes-Kelsey-like relationship where they kind of just know what they're doing, and sometimes they don't run the route that's called, they run the route that's open.
Palmer in motion, quick slant, incomplete. There was a little bit of contact, but no flag. Brooklyn Hill was the intended wide receiver. Villarino broke it up. There's no contact in flag, but sometimes it's in an end zone.
Yeah, like we talked about before on the previous days, both the receiver and the DB have the right to the football. You see right there the defender is going for it, trying to knock it down, so that incidental contact is not a penalty.
Joncic on the move, downfield and incomplete. Good defense by the Rabbits. The intended receiver was Brooklyn Hill.
This Bad Rabbits defense have been getting better and better across this tournament. It's all about that communication and chemistry that they have, and they're not afraid to change up their looks either.
So it'll be quickly 3rd down and midfield. Little stack formation to the right of Joncic. Good pressure on her. She completes it. And it's going to be 4th and midfield. That pass complete to Brooklyn Hill. Decision time now, and guessing that they're going to punt. There's no actual punt, so that means that the Bad Rabbits will have it on their own 5, 1st and midfield. That's a look at the 4th down scenario. Teams declare whether they play, which means they're going to go for it.
Yeah, Mark, being so far away from that no-run zone, those red dotted lines you see on the field, if they were to go for it and not get it, the Bad Rabbits would have had the ball in almost easy scoring position. Make them drive the length of the field, play for the next possession. Their defense for the Apex Predators is one of the best in this tournament, so they got to show up here.
Garuza downfield on 1st down, incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and midfield to go.
Interesting to see that they're starting to man up on the outsides a little bit more, especially in such a big open field like this. That must mean that they're feeling very confident, going to your point about what a great defense they are, full of athletes.
And Phoebe, you mentioned how good Camila Yerzua has been at the quarterback spot. She also lines up much deeper than most quarterbacks do in this tournament. Talk to us a little bit about how that helps her in this offense function.
Absolutely. Ideally, you're just playing the numbers game here. The rush has to be from 7 yards, and because she's lining up at least 7 yards away, you're forcing that rusher to run a minimum of 14 yards. It just buys time and allows her to make a nice, slow, calm decision.
Looking at 3rd down and midfield to go. Keep in mind that the Predators won the first meeting between these two teams 18-13.
And right there, I'm circling the rusher. That is the one that is affected by that deep set of Camila Yerzua.
Yerzua downfield, tipped away and incomplete, knocked away by Brooklyn Hill. So it's 4th down and midfield to go. Each team unsuccessful on their opening drives.
So you see Brooklyn Hill, who yesterday had a great offensive day, showing that she is also a two-way player for the Apex Predators, knocking that ball down.
Interesting that Gutierrez didn't get many targets on that opening drive for the Bunnies. The Rabbits, pardon me.
It's
Jelani Palmer.
That's an honest mistake.
Hey,
listen, the Bad Bunnies is a great name. Come on.
I mean, great artist. Great artist.
It's a great artist.
Get us on your next album, buddy.
Hey, they got great hops. I know that. They got great hops. 2nd down in midfield coming up for the Bad Rabbits, representing the Raiders. Predators downfield, open and incomplete. The pass intended to Brooklyn Hill. Joncic just a little bit behind her intended receiver.
Yeah, and you're going to see Brooklyn Hill is going to be, I believe, right here, running across the middle of the field. Macy Joncic does a nice job putting the rusher in a blender, getting an opportunity to make this throw, and she's making that throw. It looks like it's inaccurate, but she's trying to throw it away from the safety, so I understand that. The receiver just couldn't adjust enough for it.
3rd down in midfield. And that is way overshot, intended for Jelani Palmer. We got a target this time, but boy, interesting. How surprised are you, Phoebe, that the Predators go 2 quick 3 and outs?
I mean, both sides of the ball here have been incredible. The defenses have been really leading and storming the way.
All right, we're going to take a short break with 7:34 to go in the first half. Running clock, 12 minutes. The winner of this one moves on to the championship game at 4 o'clock on ABC. Stick around.
Muy bien. Hay que pegar la diva.
No se va a enojar.
Era cuadrito, nomás que la Sofía tomó el 15. Acuérdate, estamos...
tomé el 15.
No. Ok, acuérdense, si no hay motion, que no la habiliten, se queda en cuadro.
Ah, si no la habilitan.
Si no la habilitan. Ok, acuérdense, ayer gritamos, no, sí, sí.
Grítame.
Vuélvanle a gritar.
Ajá.
Si no funciona, nos vamos a quedar apostando que la Hanna va a aguantar si la habilitan, ¿ok? O sea, yo te estoy diciendo y te digo, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, o no, te quedas con el receptor, ¿ok? Y mandamos normal.
Welcome back. A lot of these girls started playing football when they were in elementary school, but that's before there were all-female teams. So girls like Macy Joncic had to start playing with the boys when she was younger, as you can see. Eventually, when she was 12, she joined an all-female team. But she said even at that time, I didn't realize where flag football was going for girls. The idea of ever playing in the Olympics didn't exist. So it's been pretty inspiring watching that this can be an entire career ahead of you.
Yeah, she's got a great future. Tremendous athlete, and they fumble it in the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. So the Bad Rabbits catch a bad break there. It'll be a safety, so the Apex Predators get on the board first through no great effort of their own outside of this error.
And Phoebe, how often do you see this in the flag game?
I mean, this is tough, right? Because your center's an eligible receiver, sometimes they're thinking about their snap, they're thinking about their route, and it really messes with it. But this could be a major play.
And they lose possession of the football. First in midfield, coming back the other way for the Apex Predators. Pass complete, a gain of about 4 yards to Brooke Campion.
You know, Mark, we usually say quarterbacks have the best hands on the team.
Okay.
But even for the quarterback, if you remember that image you just saw of Camila Yerzua, you have to look the ball in before you get your eyes onto the defense. It's a very small thing, but as Phoebe said, it's a huge play now being down by 2 and giving up possession of the ball.
Second down in midfield. Pass complete. And still on the move, Brooklyn Hill with a nice gain. A yard shy of midfield. That puts them in that no-run zone where you see the red dotted line.
And right here you see all these flagpole attempts, and Brooklyn Hill doing a nice job changing levels, using her speed to the outside to avoid that flag being pulled. Phoebe actually showed me a couple of these moves a few days ago. Maybe we'll be able to show those videos, although I hope we don't.
Man, I know you did. I know you dip. You tried to dip your hips a little bit, like Brooklyn Hill did a moment ago.
When I dip, you dip, we dip. But Phoebe was all over it.
They'll be third in midfield. Got to get across that midfield stripe. They do with another completion to Brooklyn Hill, and it'll be first down and goal from 15 yards out for the Apex Predators, trying to capitalize on that safety, that fumble in the end zone by the Bad Rabbits.
Yeah, and that might have happened if you didn't have Camila Yerzua standing so far back. You want to usually stand out of the end zone for that, but this is great momentum here for the Chargers.
They have 3 downs to score. Joncic trying to run it here. It was handed off to her so she can run. Morales Ramos making the tackle.
Now, I know you're wondering, why doesn't the quarterback just run every single time? Well, the quarterback can only run if the ball is taken by someone else from the center and then handed off to them. Then they have a run-pass option, or as we call it in 11-on-11, an RPO. And Macy Joncic, showed us yesterday that she is one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in this tournament.
Used to run track, right?
Used to run track, ran the 100 and the 200 and the long jump. And the crazy thing is, she's not even Apex's normal quarterback. We'll give you more on that after this play.
They got a flag down on the field.
Illegal procedure on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Loss of down, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, Phoebe, Macy Joncic is QB2, isn't she?
She is, which is kind of incredible to think that she's able to come in here and be able to take ownership of this quarterback role. And just to be clear on the illegal procedure, you cannot have 2 people in motion at the same time.
So it's 3rd down and goal. They've only got 3 tries to score once they cross midfield. Here comes the rush on Joncic into the end zone, caught in the back of the end zone. What a grab by who else? Jaylani Palmer got her feet down too, Robert.
Yes, she did, Mark Jones. Jaylani Palmer, we told you she's a two-way star. She's not here to take part. She's here to take over. She's going to motion in and run this kind of like inside corner route, post route, just going levels of the defense. The Bad Rabbits were all over it. But sometimes when you got a receiver out there who can get it done, you just got to throw it up and say, hey, she's open down there somewhere.
Here's the extra point from 5 yards out, complete to Brooklyn Hill, who was a big part of that scoring drive. So in a blink after that safety, the Apex Predators lead 9-0.
I want you guys to watch this catch one more time. Look, go up, high point it, get the feet in. That is a touchdown that would make Travis Kelce proud. Listen, man. Unbelievable.
Her favorite athlete is Steph Curry. She's starting to cook like Chef Curry. That pass incomplete on 1st and midfield. Intended for Gutierrez. Gutierrez, Phoebe, easy to spot out there. She wears that lid all the time, right? She got the hat on.
She does, she does. It's a great way to identify her. I mean, but let's just talk about the rush here. She is doing a wonderful job. The speed, and look, also Camila Uzura, watch her hip motions.
Finds her target that time. Quarterback Ayala made the catch. Uzura on the pass.
And now we've seen the Bad Rabbits get down, right? They're down 9-0. In their first game, something similar happened. They went down by 2 scores. They said they had to keep their emotions high, as in keep a good positive attitude and not get down on themselves, because in the last game, they came back and almost won the game. So now we're sitting here at 4th and mid, and they have a choice to make where they're going to go for it or punt.
It's looking like they're going to go for it, and I agree with this decision. You've got to be able, you've got less than 2 minutes in this half. You've got to be able to get points on the board here.
Down 9-0, and possessions are so critical in this game, an average of about 7 or 8 per. Uzura completes it for the 1st down to Sofia Ayala. And it's 1st down and goal. They'll have 3 chances now to score.
Yes, Sofia Ayala, you're going to see her take the snap. She's going to run a nice little in and out whip, which in flag football is one of the most crucial and devastating routes you can actually run. I always say as a wide receiver, if you can't get open flag, you just don't know how to run routes.
Uzura looking to pass. Gets a lot of air under it, and it's incomplete. Almost picked off by Hill, intended for Gutierrez, who had that pivotal play that won the game for them in their previous one. It's interesting, there's another incompletion there by Uzura. She only had a total of 4 incompletions coming into this game. She's already got that many now.
And in her game the other day, to be fair, any of the incompletions did happen in that first half. So like you were saying before, Robert, this is just about getting that rhythm back and build into the second half. Remember, they get the ball.
2nd and goal coming up. Uzura. What a catch at the 4-yard line by Sofia Ayala. Ooh, got in behind Jaylani Palmer.
I mean, they're running deep cross concepts from the other side of the field. Football is a game of inches. Just missed right there by Jaylani Palmer knocking it down, and just gets the feet in and the knees in to make that catch possible. The Bad Rabbits are not going away easily. And right here, huge. You got 8 seconds left here in this first quarter. They got to hurry up and run this play. They got to call timeout.
Running or timeout, one or the other.
Timeout.
Wow.
Raiders.
Oh, my goodness.
That was
Timeout
perilously
of the game.
close
30 seconds.
to having time
Timeout.
expire on them. They get the timeout. 3rd and goal.
This is a huge play for them here. They've got to be able to punch it in. Now looking where they are, they're inside the no-run zone. They've got 4 yards to get there, but you end up looking a lot of the times, front pylons, back pylons. You're looking for those
One play
matchups.
makes a difference, right? One play.
Because the Bad Rabbits get the ball out at halftime, this is a huge play from a scoring perspective. They can score here, go for an extra point, and then get the ball back and have a chance to go ahead. We call that in 11-on-11 an opportunity to get points at the half, before the half, and right after the half. Championship teams do that. If the Bad Rabbits want to win this whole tournament, they got to show their championship pedigree right here.
Here we go on 3rd and goal. Yaruzo into the end zone, open and touchdown. They get on the board. Great catch on the play by Ayala again.
Ayala right here, corner route. One of the most deadly routes in flag. We got the whips and we got the corners. Yerzua rolls that way to make it a much easier throwing lane for herself and also to throw off the rusher. Easy completion, big time play. I love the way they drew that up on the whiteboard. Let's listen to what they have here on this extra point. Did you get that, Mark?
Un poquito. Just a little bit. We came in a little too late.
Yeah, it was too late. I think he said, hey, we're going to score right here.
And there it is, mucho bueno. Sofia Ayala again, who was pivotal on that scoring drive. Boy, that gives them momentum going into the half.
Wow. We talk about Sofia Ayala just making play after play after play. Look at the toe drag swag right there on the sideline. I mean, comes out of the route, looks the ball in, gets the feet there. You're talking about her going up against Jaylani Palmer, who has 3 interceptions throughout this entire tournament. Big time championship moment right there for the Bad Rabbits.
Oh, hugely. And this is the momentum they want to carry them into the half like this.
Let's go downstairs to Chris.
Join Macy, we talked about the trust that you have in Jaylani. What do you see from her in the athleticism to be able to get those feet down on the TD?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I told her before the play, I was like, you need to get back there. You know, just like that play from yesterday. And I just knew that I could trust her and her athleticism and everything like that. So, you know, she got it done.
What adjustments do you need in the second half to continue to move the football when it's in your hands?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just need to play smart. We need to be really precise. You know, I need to be more precise with my throws, more precise with our routes. You know, we need to just pick up on the little things that are really going to set us forward.
Good luck, Macy.
Thank you.
Guys.
Incredibly poised quarterback, Macy Joncic. Exciting first half in the rematch as the Bad Rabbits look for a little bit of atonement and revenge against the Apex Predators. The winner goes to the title game.
Let's get stopped. That's all I'm thinking. Hey, we're getting defense gonna be down there.
Oye, no, Cami, te están acusando el 1-1. O sea, somos más rápidos que ellas. Y te están acusando el 1-1.
Ya escuchaste que están diciéndote que cuidado, como están en personal, cuidado con los dobles movimientos.
Cuando grites el coach, esa fuerza que están en personal. ¿Ok? Depende cuál es la ruta de atrás, porque si no, es que la tuya te está regalando más abajo el flat, entonces prefiero tomar. Y en segundas hay que tratar de no buscar largos para no ahogarnos en tercera. O sea, si podemos avanzar y en tercera buscas largo, va. ¿Ok? ¿Ya vieron a las bailarinas?
You know what I mean? Like, if that was a good ball, you probably take it.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
You're watching the NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota in the shadows of the Football Hall of Fame here in Canton, Ohio, from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Today's aerial coverage is brought to you by Goodyear, providing us with some beautiful pictures from high above. Hey, this week, the NFL hosted youth flag football teams from 6 countries at the International NFL Flag Championships. To learn more about NFL Flag and to find a league near you, visit NFLflag.com. Well, Brooklyn Hill has been so good all week long for the Apex Predators. One of her special skills, that secret sauce she has, is being able to avoid tacklers dipping and moving those hips. Robert and Phoebe showed you how to do it a little bit earlier. Let's take a look.
Yo, I'm Robert Griffin III, and I'm here with Global Flag Ambassador Phoebe Schechter. Now, I played football in the NFL for a number of years, but I did not play flag football, not at this level. So, Phoebe, how am I supposed to stop the play in flag football?
Well, I think first you've got to try and pull my flag, no?
Okay. Oh,
You like that? A little
Okay, that was impressive. Now tell me how you did that.
So it's all about the tackle, right? And it's so similar to tackle football. I want to be here. I want to be in a nice kind of near foot, near hip position.
Yeah.
I'm reaching for the top of your flag. My eyes are here. I'm in a nice low athletic position to be able to change direction.
Right.
I want to reach with 2 hands because that gives me a higher chance of being able to pull your flag down. And it gives that nice satisfying noise.
That was a very
That's probably
satisfying
the best part.
Can't lie. Nice job, Phoebe. We appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Ooh.
The thing that kills me, Robert, Phoebe made it look and sound way too easy. It's
way
harder than that.
too.
That's not right.
I mean, I got to watch more Shakira videos or something because
really
that hip
Yeah.
flick was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to get the flag away.
Hey, thoughts on the first half? I mean, it's the competitive game we kind of expected, right?
Yes, competitive game. We knew it was either going to be an offensive shootout or it was going to be a defensive stalwart, and so far we got a little bit of both. I think Macy Joncic is right. She has to be a little bit more accurate with her throws, but the Bad Rabbits have to get Leah Gutierrez more involved in their offense.
How do they do that?
Absolutely. I mean, and they've had really great opportunities so far to kind of move her around.
Sophia Ayala making the reception on that play as the Bad Rabbits have the football with a little under 12 minutes to go. 2 12-minute halves, 4 opportunities to get to midfield and 3 to score if they make it that far. Yaruza incomplete over the middle, and that ball was tipped actually by Amaya Griffin.
Hey, rushing
quickly third in midfield, Robert.
100%. Rushing the passer in flag football, it has the same parameters, I would say, as rushing the passer in 11-on-11.
Okay.
If you're a rusher and you can't get to the quarterback to pull their flag or make the tackle to get the sack, get your hands up and play volleyball. You don't have to keep your hands down. It affects the quarterback's throwing angles. Great job right there by Amaya Griffin of doing that.
Yaruza at quarterback started playing when she was 8 years old with her brother into traffic and caught in amongst rush hour traffic. Morales Ramos with the grab. First and goal.
Just a nice job. Morales Ramos, I believe, is right here. She's going to run to the middle of the field and then button hook afterwards. Just scramble drill. Hey, when the quarterback's running your way and the play is dead, you got to run vertical. She does a nice job of that. The same rules of going up and high pointing the football, trying to be Randy Moss out there.
Okay.
Nice job right there from a player who doesn't catch a lot of passes in this offense. Sometimes you got to step up big when your team needs you.
Bad Rabbits threatening right now. Chance to go ahead on first and goal from inside the 10. Yaruza takes the call from the sidelines. Pulls and picked off. What a grab by Brooklyn Hill. Man, she had a beat on that play and that pattern and picked it. much to the dismay of Yaruza.
Yes, Brooklyn Hill said, I'm tired of these scramble drills. You're going to see there's the pressure from the rusher, makes her move. Another scramble drill, receiver changes their route. Brooklyn Hill says, hey, I got a right to this football too.
Wow.
Attacks it downhill, strong hands. Ooh, you love to see it from a defensive perspective.
On the quick slant by Doncic, incomplete, intended for Lily Mayo. It'll be second down in midfield.
Looking at the rush that you have against Yaruza, she doesn't like to roll out. She really wants to just stay in the pocket, give you a little hip flick. So the fact that you ended up pushing her out was great.
Doncic, a quarterback, she told us yesterday, this is my last chance to win it all with this group of special teammates. She takes a shot downfield, caught in stride, Palmer, touchdown. That's how you do it, 15-7.
Hey, Mark, they ran the route that they called on that one. And it was a big-time touchdown between Macy Doncic and Jelani Palmer.
She got in behind Gutierrez.
Yes, you're going to see her line up right here by the center, run this post route. And I want you to watch this defender right here. She is in position to make the play. That's Leah Gutierrez. But Macy Doncic and Jelani Palmer know, hey, if we can throw this over the top, she can run and go make that play. Amazing touch on this throw and great trust by the quarterback to know that the receiver was going to run open.
Macy Doncic hated the idea of finishing second again for a fourth time. And that's going to be good on the extra point. Brooklyn Hill. So the lead quickly back to 9, Phoebe.
Yeah, keep in mind, remember, it's about where the football is, not where the flag is pulled. So you're looking to get that just to break the plane of the end zone there.
We've seen 3 very close calls like that now, right?
Absolutely. It's a tough call, but you've got to rely on your officials.
In previous games, that pass complete. Boy, great dip of the hips there by the receiver on the play, Morales Ramos. She must have watched y'all's demo, right?
I mean, we did a great job educating. I don't know, Robert.
I think they had it down before that.
Oh, my. I mean, look at that change of direction. I know a lot of people out there watching this are like, man, both my ACLs and my MCLs would be gone if I pulled that move off.
There's a flag down on that play. The catch made out near midfield by Morales Ramos.
Impeding the rusher, offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Loss of down. It's third down.
Wow, third in midfield.
So they have the right. Remember, our rusher starts at 7 yards. They have the right to go from where they are lined up to where the quarterback is. And you cannot get in the way of them. You cannot impede them or push them off of their path.
Third in midfield coming up now for the Bad Rabbits.
If they're going to want to go for this on 4th and mid, they're going to have to get this at least to the no-run zone, which is that red dotted line.
Yaruza past midfield and picked off again by Brooklyn Hill. She has been all over that field today for the Apex Predators.
Oh, wow. The Apex Predators are on the hunt to win a championship. That means they're going to score touchdowns on offense with Jelani Palmer running deep. And Brooklyn Hill is going to be a beast on defense, getting interceptions time and time again.
That's her second one.
Williams. It's Hester. Touchdown, Andre Johnson.
The Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams.
Yeah! What a throw by Stroud.
Thursday, August 1st, ESPN will be back right here in Canton, Ohio for the Hall of Fame game and the traditional kickoff to the NFL preseason. 8 p.m. Eastern time, it'll be the Texans against the Bears as we finally get a look at Caleb Williams making his debut, the #1 pick in the draft. And back to the field. Apex Predators after that second Hill interception with the football. Joncic can run it after it was handed off to her. And she stopped at about the 10-yard line by Morales Ramos.
So this is really nice to see because you see that they're bringing in some sort of double quarterback. You're having the defense send 2 blitzers, so you have to line up behind the 7-yard line. But as soon as that ball is exchanged, anyone's able to cross the line of scrimmage.
And to your point, Phoebe, like you said, they can bring as many rushers as they want, but the more rushes you bring, the less defenders you have on the passing side of it. So it is a risky strategy.
Hand off to Hill, and she stopped at about the 2. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Morales Ramos making the stop again. Just listen in to this action on the field. Okay, I know it's no contact, but anytime you fall, that's contact.
Oh, it hurts. And we've seen these young women, you know, all day today, yesterday, and the day before, running with reckless abandon.
Yeah.
This means everything to them. They're trying to get in the end zone by any means necessary.
3rd and goal. They got to score here. Quick screen, complete. And a touchdown to Jelani Palmer.
Oh, yeah.
And that's really almost putting it out of reach. 22-7.
The Apex Predators have done a nice job utilizing motion, moving Jelani around. Right here, she's going to motion in and run just a nice, I don't want to say pick route because there's no picks allowed.
Okay, don't say pick then.
There's no picks allowed in flag football, and there's no picks allowed.
He didn't say pick, so I guess it didn't happen.
There's no picks allowed in NFL football either, but you can get in the way of the defender. Nice job sneaking her in there for that touchdown.
They're going for 1 from 5 yards out. Joncic buys time. There's a flag down. Incomplete. Let's see what this call is on the field. Time winding down on the Bad Rabbits.
Offensive pass interference. Try is no good. 1st down, Raiders.
Bad Rabbits repping the Raiders. Got to work quickly here with 4:19-18 to go. Down 22-7. Phoebe, how do they get back into it as quickly as possible?
I mean, they're going to have to go down there and score quickly, get an interception on defense, and then run it back again, to be honest. That's really their only options here with this clock rolling.
Underneath, complete, out to the 10-yard line. Sophia Ayala with another reception, but under 4 minutes to go. This is the second meeting between these two teams in this tournament. NFL Flag Championships.
And this is when they have to go essentially no huddle, get to the ball and run as many plays as fast as they possibly can.
Yarusa's pass incomplete. Sorry, Robert.
No, it's okay. So as you were saying, Phoebe, that clock is rolling against them. And on defense, right, we're focusing on them on offense right now, and the quarterback certainly is going to have to take some shots down the field. But on defense, because the clock moves so fast and this game is so fast, their only chance is to get a pick 6 somehow.
Absolutely, you're spot on. And I mean, when you've got the pressure of this, right? This is a very young team. You look at some of the athletes like Leah Zoe Gutierrez. I mean, she's 15 years old out here on an 18U team. So if you don't have the pressure, you've not been in the pressure of these moments, it can start to add up on such a massive stage.
I'm really confused as to why they're punting here on 4th down and down 22-7. That would almost indicate that they're surrendering here.
From a strategic standpoint, what I would say is that they're punting because if they give the ball back to the Apex Predators in their own territory so close to the end zone, they definitely don't have a chance. Yeah. At least with this, they can maybe catch an interception and potentially run it back.
If there's any time left.
If there's any time left.
Hill runs it. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. Brooklyn Hill with the run. Morales Ramos with the tackle. And the clock stops with 2:26 to go. The Raiders use one of those said timeouts that we were alluding to a moment ago, but they're down 22-7.
X de lado fuerte, tranquilas, normal. Atentas a la corrida de las quarterbacks. Ahorita no aplica el cambio. Te quedas. Va.
I think some of that timeout is also just to kind of bring the girls together and calm them down, right? They're starting, you can see their facial expressions, they're feeling the moment.
Stop. So even incomplete doesn't matter. So incomplete can happen. You understand?
Next to you.
Behind her, to the left. Hey, tell the fake.
Todd Thompson, the head coach of the leaders right now, the Apex Predators.
And Mark, he did a really nice job there of just reinforcing to the girls an incomplete pass doesn't matter. The clock doesn't stop on that incomplete. It only stops if they have a timeout. Some of these girls play tackle football as well, so reminding them of those rules is a good thing.
Joncic's pass is incomplete, intended for Lily Mayo.
Both of these teams now, also their head coaches, you know, you're looking at Bad Rabbits head coach Ariana Laura. She is a gold medal winner with Team Mexico at the World Games. Looking over at Coach Todd, he's been with USA with the 15U. I mean, both of them know how to work in these really elite environments, so it's interesting to see how they interact with their teams.
Third in midfield to go for the Apex Predators. The last meeting went right down to the game's final moments. This one looking like a different script with the Predators in control. Anaya Lil
Timeout. Raiders.
with the completion and the catch with 95 seconds to go. And the winner of this game will play in the championship game at 4 p.m. on ABC. The Predators looking to finally get over the hump. They've been second place, the runner-up 3 times, Macy Joncic told us, going back to their 14 and under years.
Bailing to that corner. If they jump it, she just leading you out there. You understand? Okay.
Hey guys, watch the rush.
You got it. You're on the outside. Hey.
The thumbs up. Everything is good. Here's a look at the bracket. The winner plays at 4 o'clock against the winner of the game on ESPN at 1 o'clock between Texas Fury and Staten Island. Those two teams come in undefeated as well at 5-0. Joncic, Palmer, remix, and the tackle made at the 3, and a great tackle it was by Sofia Ayala, preventing that last score.
Oh man, just a nice job of giving Macy Joncic what appears like a run-pass option, even though she's just trying to extend the play, and she throws on the run better than any quarterback in this tournament. And who else did she throw it to? Jelani Palmer, the two-way star for the Apex Predators, as I call her, their lioness.
First down and goal. They'll have 3 chances from right there just outside the 3-yard line. Joncic pass low, but it's caught anyway. Palmer, her security blanket. Man. Another completion, and it's 28-7.
And this is a very simple vertical, right back down to the front pylon, going up against Liazel Gutierrez. Jelani Palmer has had the betterment of that matchup all day long, low and away, where your receiver can make the play and the DB can't on the throw by Macy Joncic. This was just textbook quarterback receiver play here. These two have taken over this game, and they're looking forward to taking over this tournament, potentially in the championship.
Here's the extra point, and that incomplete. As the clock winds down, folks, that'll do it. The Apex Predators, representing the Chargers out of Las Vegas, will move on to the championship game. And another opportunity for them for redemption and atonement after finishing runner-up several times, something that's weighing heavily on the hearts and minds of those players. 28-7 the final score. The Bad Rabbits coming up short. But they had a great tournament here in the NFL Flag Championships. Predators move on. They'll play the winner of Staten Island Giants or the Texas Fury Falcons. Well, just what the scouting report said, it was going to be Joncic and Jelani, right?
And
two
Mark,
J's lighting it up.
The 2 J's lighting it up, and Jelani Palmer showed you everything. There was the high point. Here's the speed, getting behind the defense on the deep corner post type route. And then you see Brooklyn Hill making 2 interceptions in this game, picking off one of the best quarterbacks in this entire tournament in Camila Yorzua. I mean, Jelani Palmer is the star. They call her J-Bug. And my guys, she was getting boogie with it all day long.
She sure was. Let's go down to Chris.
Here with Brooklyn and Jelani, we'll get to defense first. Couple INTs for you, Brooklyn. What was the defensive game plan today?
The defense and game plan was to take away the middle and watch the deep, and that's exactly what we did.
4 touchdowns on the day for you. I want to go to the one in the back of the end zone. The athleticism to get the feet down. What are you thinking during that play?
Man, a lot on the line. You know, it was one of the last downs. I know how to get in there and get it. And I trust Macy, so it was there.
Brooklyn, what's it like having someone with sure hands like Jelani has on this team?
Honestly, it's just a relief. It makes the game a lot less stressful than what it is.
What are you're now in the championship game. I know that you guys want this title. You get 4 in this one. What's next for the championship game for you as an encore?
Oh, come on, you know, we're giving it our all. We've been here before on the stage before. We know what it needs. We're going in there, we're going to take it all.
Congratulations, lady. We'll see you a little bit later.
Thank you.
Hey, Palmer's favorite athlete, favorite recording artist, Rod Wave. Well, she was on a wave like a do-rag today, and she rode it all the way to the championship final appearance. They win it 28-7. Welcome back, everyone, to Canton. There's a look at the brackets, updated to the moment. The Apex Predators, representing the Chargers, moving on to the championship game against the winner of the game you'll see on ESPN at 1 p.m. between the Staten Island Giants and the Fury. That's what jubilation looks like. That's what an appearance in the title game for the trophy looks like. Our next one at 1 o'clock on ESPN. Thanks for watching the NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota.